Stangmore Prison is the scene of the next Doctor Who adventure. The Doctor investigates a bizarre experiment to control the forces of evil in the human mind.
As originally planned, 7 full days of location filming were allocated to the production of Don Horton's The Mind of Evil. The principal location chosen for the story was Dover Castle in Kent, doubling for Her Majesty's Prison, Stangmore. The initial 2.5 days of filming were confined to the northwest side of the castle, with the first scenes being filmed around Constable's Gate and its approach road. This area was used for the front entrance to the prison, as seen at the start of the story as the Doctor and Jo arrive to observe the Keller process firsthand. Just inside is the courtyard between the outer walls and the inner bailey, which was used as the Brigadier and unit begin their assault in episode 5 in order to retake the prison. On the western side of the castle is Fitzwilliam Gate, an entrance gateway through the outer bailey, as used by Benton and the unit troops as they covertly make their way into the prison. Fitzwilliam Gate is currently closed off, although plans are afoot to make this a principal entrance to the castle grounds. Between the outer courtyard and the inner bailey is the Barbican, leading up to the King's Gate. This area was used as the unit soldiers make their way to and begin to scale the inner bailey walls. The inner bailey itself is where the main battle between unit and the prisoners was staged for episode 5, with the Brigadier waving the unit jeep in through the King's Gate, although in reality there's no way that a vehicle would be able to drive up to the outside of this area. The area on top of the wall and the stairway leading up to the roof featured in several shots. When producer Barry Letts viewed the rushes for this sequence, the negative on some of the footage had been damaged, so a remount was staged on the Saturday after the week's filming in Kent had been completed. This also allowed director Timothy Combe to shoot a number of close-ups that Letts felt were missing from the original action. The only time the castle keep itself is seen is when the Master sends the prisoners off to steal the nerve gas missile. On the morning of Wednesday the 28th of October, the unit moved to Archers Court Road at Whitfield, situated just outside of Dover, to film the prisoners' ambush of the unit convoy and the theft of the missile itself. The whole of Friday the 30th of October was spent filming at RAF Swingate, just a short distance from Dover Castle, where a number of scenes from episodes 3 and 4 were due to be filmed. However, due to the episodes overrunning, all of these scenes, barring a brief shot of Yates on the telephone, lay unused on the cutting room floor. A hangar at Allende Grange, situated next door to what is now Kent International Airport, was used as the hideout location for the stolen missile, as well as forming the backdrop to the climactic scenes of the story. As a real Bloodhound 2 missile was being used for the filming, soldiers from the 36th Heavy Air Defence Regiment from Horseshoe Barracks in Shoebury-Ness looked after the weapon both on and off screen. The earlier filming at RAF Swingate wasn't the only material to be abandoned. The scene of the Doctor and the Brigadier meeting Fu Peng was originally shot here, inside the main reception of the Commonwealth Institute in Kensington, London. But when Timothy Combe found himself dissatisfied with actor Andy Ho's performance, the role was recast and the scene was recorded back at the BBC Television Centre, with Christopher Kun playing the part of the Chinese delegate. The final location chosen for The Mind of Evil was Cornwall Gardens in Kensington, with number 24 standing in as the unit headquarters for this story, whilst the park in the middle of the square was used for the scene of Chin Lee burning the papers in the opening episode. Cornwall Gardens Walk, situated at the end of the square, had been used 5 years earlier in the William Hartnell story The War Machines. But for The Mind of Evil, it formed the backdrop for Chin Lee's mental attack on Benton in episode 2.